I didn't bring my fancy pruners. I'm just going to give everything a healthy pinch. You don't need to have any special equipment to do that. I'm just taking off the blooms so that the energy can go.
It's not that much of a competition.
And throw them away. Thank you. And I'm also, what I meant to do was get in here and pinch this ageratum as well, because it is in bloom, but we know the monarchs aren't going to get here for a little while, so I can go ahead and give that a healthy pinch. And all that's going to do is everywhere I pinch, it's just going to branch more and more, so it's going to get fuller faster. And I will balance the Bidens by putting one over here as well.
So a bit of haircut makes them even healthier.
That's perfect, exactly. Just like, imagine when you go for a haircut, how good your hair feels. You can't stop touching it, right? And it just comes back, it grows back so much nicer. Same thing for plants. So a haircut and food, and you're gonna have a beautiful container all summer long.
That's good to know.
Fertilizing your containers? How often do you fertilize?
I fertilize every 2 weeks.
Okay. With a water soluble?
Yep.
That instant kick, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I want it, boom. And I also start with my 47 containers at home.
Did you say 47?
47 containers.
Yeah. But you also said you have your children help to take care of them?
When I travel, okay. I hope so, yeah. Yes, I think that...
well, make sure they see this video, right?
I know, they want a paycheck at the end of the summer. I also put in a slow release when I start with my vegetables, with my patio containers, and I put perennials in some of my patio containers at home too. But I always do a slow release, because then I won't do that first shot of fertilizer until about the second week of June. So let that slow release start working, and then I'll go in and do a shot of fertilizer. And I always try to fertilize, I watch the forecast. So let's say we're having a really sunny day. The next day is calling for light showers. I will fertilize the morning of the sunny day.
Right.
So during the day, that fertilizer is getting heated up inside the soil. And then the next day you get a nice consistent rain on it. It's perfect. Just like when you're seeding your grass or anything like that, you want to seed before the day of the rain.
That's good knowledge.
Okay, I think I'm done. I'm happy.
That looks gorgeous, Tanya.
I'm happy. Thank you. I think it looks like a candy shop of color.
It does.
I can't wait to see it perform all summer long. So I can do a quick refresh of what's in here. As my center, I've got Mystic Spears Salvia. This is, like I said, going to give us a finish tight up here with some tall purple blooms on it that the hummingbirds love. Then I have this ageratum that I showed you earlier that's periwinkle blue.
Yep.
So the monarch butterflies will be happy. I have 2 violet geraniums. I have the bee's knees, which is my favorite petunia on the market. I've got passion fruit lantana. So passion fruit lantana is actually an introduction this year in 2024. It is the first true trailing lantana, so it's going to cascade down over these containers. I've got some Bidens that I took from Paul's stash next door. I've got 2 ipomeas. These are called Red Heart. So I'm just going to hope that the Japanese beetles leave my ipomea or potato vine alone. And then last but not least, I have Scaevola, which a lot of people will refer to as a fan flower. This is great heat tolerance. It's going to give me that blue cascading over. So lots of goodies in here. We'll see how it holds up. My gosh, Paul, that thing is full.
It is full. And I'm doing my little tuck in now, just to make sure that it's all inside there. So. I heard you mention about your trailing lantana.
Mm-hmm.
I am jealous. I mean, I have seen lantanas really come to the forefront. They're such wonderful, I call them workhorses, maybe performers. Let's call them performers. In terms of the flowers, the heat tolerance, the guests that they invite into the garden. Yeah. I've noticed like down at Niagara on the lake, they've been using more and more of them. And the colors, like individual, the blossoms, how they're one color and change.
That's the one thing that my son always says when the containers in the yard come to fruition, kind of mid-July. He always comments first on coleus because he loves it, and then on the lantanas. He just loves how you can have vibrant pink, yellow, orange, all on the same bloom.
For sure.
Absolutely symmetrical and perfect. It's like nature's finest. I love it.
Are they into gardening as well?
Not as much. They used to be when they were younger. I would let them pick their own plants and do their
Nice.
own garden.
Yep.
They want their strawberries and their coleus.
Yes.
And, yeah.
We did the strawberries with our grandkids, but I'll tell you, we fed the chipmunks and the squirrels.
Me too. Yeah.
I know that's not a bad thing, but
My son is a landscaper, so growing up in the greenhouse, I guess, rubbed off on him, and he's a
fantastic.
landscaper now. Absolutely.
Do they ask you for insider tips of all the
Yes.
new plants that you see?
Yes. Or sometimes he'll get me to go to the garden center with him when he's, trying to decide on a hydrangea or a tree
Oh,
for
how
a job.
fantastic!
Yeah, and go and help him.
How fantastic! Oh, that's really exciting. So
And how I
I
would
challenge
light up.
anyone to try this. Get a pot of flowers. Someone's having a bad day. See how you can turn their day upside down. Watch. Let me show you. Okay. Do you like the flower?
Where's it from? You're just doing that?
We just did these containers, so we have a little bit extra.
Absolutely.
And so we're just.
Oh, that's very
Oh,
nice
for
of you.
being
Gentlemen like flowers too.
I was about to say we're not discriminating here, so
thank
well,
you.
there you
And they're
go.
bright and they're yellow and they'll
You
make
came
you
across
happy.
at the right
Like this one.
time.
You sure did. Someone to give them to.
You are so welcome. Enjoy. Happy
Thank you for
gardening.
being here.
Well, we were lucky. We timed it right.
You sure did.
Thank you.
That was planned, right?
Well, yeah, well, not really, but I come here.
One
I
final
do it
tip,
every week.
don't forget to clean up. So you can see what I've done here, but just a little bit of tidy goes a long way.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoy the planters. Thank you to the Toronto Botanical Garden for making this opportunity available. I always love to get my hands dirty. Working with Tanya, such an inspiration. We really hope you enjoy the planters. Well done. High five. Woo! How about a hug?
A sweaty, dirty hug.
Absolutely.